Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today.
Hello everyone, looking at gold daily, weekly, shorter term, and we'll check out these miners. Frustrating day for the gold bulls. We started strong, but we could not confirm that bullish reversal candlestick from yesterday, and we're heading down to the 100-day moving average support of 1313, and we have a very clear lower high, higher low pattern tightening range. Bulls need to bounce before breaking 1310, 1309.20 to be exact, to maintain that pattern. And if we break bearish and set a lower low, obviously we'll know to go bearish. But looking at gold on the weekly, holding that middle Bollinger Band, 1316.64, we've grinded along it 4 out of the last 5 weeks, and we haven't really been able to establish much of an uptrend or much upside off of that support level with long upper wicks on every bounce attempt. Bulls are struggling to turn things around. The hourly time frame, just when the bulls were starting to turn this lower high, lower low pattern around, we had some higher lows, then the higher highs started forming. We saw a 5-hour dump out of nowhere, and I would see that move and say, oh wow, the dollar must be breaking out. You look at the dollar, 4-hour dump as well. So pretty unusual that the dollar and gold would be dumping hand in hand together. And again, that dump came out of nowhere. The importance of stop losses. It was like we went into the day with miners gapping up, and as soon as the bell rang, someone flipped a switch, and it was straight downhill from there, bear miners breaking out to the upside. So I'm watching the 4-hour chart on that uptrend line here. Higher lows being maintained. That's down at 1315. We're currently bouncing off of 1316. Previous bounces in the past, the RSI on the 4-hour chart has been just below 30 and just at 30, and we're currently at about 36. So maybe that means we're going to head back down, touch this uptrend line, have an RSI in the low 30s, and see a bounce to the upside. But again, very frustrating day for the bull miners, or for everybody bullish involving gold, as we got that clear 4-hour higher high as well, just in time for a dump. Bearish reversal doji confirmed in a big way. So let's compare some of these miners. NUGT, I do still like the higher low pattern on the daily, and we held the low of yesterday. JNUG did not, so that's another little difference where we held a higher low. So we have the higher lows and lower highs tightening range similar to gold, and I do expect a break of this pattern within the next 2 weeks, and we're going to see a spike in volume and volatility when this pattern does break. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it as always. Weekly chart for NUGT. We've got the key 100-week moving average support of 1770 continuing to hold, and the middle Bollinger Band resistance up at 24.21 has rejected the price a few times. So comparing JNUG to NUGT, you can see we had a lower low compared to yesterday, and we had a lower low breaking the previous higher low support level. So that's a bit of a difference between the two. You can see clearly the bulls are defending $17 on JNUG. Even when we dip below it, we see lower wicks, and the bulls buying those dips to close right at that 17 level. So that's an important level to keep an eye on. And we can see these bear miners, they're still in a downtrend of lower highs and lower lows. There's some nice day trading opportunity in there, but I would not want to be bullish long these miners at this point. And we have a clear little double top here, 35.80, 36.43. It's actually a little bit higher, but clearly that was a bearish day when we did break that high. But the bottom line is, I don't like either for swing positions at this point. I like them for day trading. There's plenty of day trades to be had there. But until we get a break of this gold pattern, the lower high, higher low pattern, would not be confident in a swing trade on these names. Gold has not proved itself for the bulls, and that bounce we had on NUGT and JNUG the other day, again, I pointed out that was market completely based on the SPY bounce and the oil bounce or the oil breakout that was going on. So gold didn't really move that day. Big day for the miners, pretty much all related to the market, and gold was no help. So still looking for gold to turn things around, and still anticipating it to stay in a shrinking, tightening range. I don't expect fireworks anytime soon. Again, 2-week time frame for this to play out a little bit more, and we'll certainly be all over it, doing these daily videos, keeping you on your toes ready for that break. But until then, Bears are in control currently, looking to find a key support, and if we do bounce off this 13.16, 13.15 area, we could be looking for a bullish entry in those miners, and it's a pretty clear stop loss level for NUGT. If we break this low of 17.71, you could exit, or if you wanted to give more wiggle room, 17.37, the previous higher low, or the low that we've seen, 17.15. So if we drop down towards $18, looking to make a bullish entry, if you think gold is finding some support off that uptrend line, you would put your stop loss below one of these key support levels, and that would protect you if you're trying to find the bottom and the bottom does fall out. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in as always. Thanks for the likes and shares. They really mean a lot. Have a wonderful weekend.